YouTube, it's me, it's Anna. I haven't updated you guys in a really long time, and I'm sorry about that. I had surgery to remove a fibroid, and that was last Thursday, so a few days ago. So I wrote some notes about my surgery day. It was scheduled for 2:30 in the afternoon, and of course, like all surgeries, their schedules always get knocked back, and so I didn't actually have surgery until 4 p.m. and I couldn't eat or drink anything since basically dinner the night before, but I did have a snack like right before I went to bed, and I couldn't drink water, so I felt really dehydrated, and I was surprised that I wasn't as cranky as I thought I was going to be. Um, they make you wait in this huge crowded area, and people were eating popcorn and Subway and like drinking their Starbucks, and it didn't bug me, so that was good. And I was just nervous. I started having like a panic attack on the way down there because I was like, what if it's so crowded that I won't get surgery at all, and what if I get a staph infection and lose my uterus, and what happens if blah blah blah. So I just like spiraled really quickly on the way down there. It's a 1.5 hour drive, so I was like trying to calm myself and breathe and everything, and nothing was really working. So sorry, my lighting is weird. There, hopefully that's better. So then they called me back, and my pre-op nurses were super funny and eased the tension. I felt great. My husband stayed with me up until they wheeled me in to get surgery, but he could not come hang out with me after surgery. They said that I had to do like a they had to monitor, that's what I was going for. They had to monitor me to make sure that the anesthesia was wearing off and everything was good. So went in for surgery, and I remember them asking me to move over to the operating table, and there was like a little divot where my bum was supposed to go above it, and I just laid right on it, and they were like, okay, so is your bottom above the hole? And I was like, I don't know, and just smiling, and I was like giddy. I was so hopped up on drugs. So they were like, well, don't worry about it, you're kind of out of it, so we'll just move you whenever. So they moved me, and it was fine. I was like completely knocked out. They said that they were going to use just a breathing apparatus that went in my mouth but not down my throat unless I had issues. And apparently I had issues because my whole entire mouth, my tongue, my throat was completely numb when I woke up, and it was because I was having trouble with the breathing thing on my mouth, and they had to put a breathing tube in me. But apparently they missed a few times because I had cuts all along the back of my throat and above like my soft palate area. The roof of my mouth had cuts on it, and they were like open and gaping. And I remember I had to drink, after I woke up from anesthesia, I had to drink some ice chips, and I was like, oh my gosh, that hurts. And they said, oh, it's because, your throat's just raw. Then when I went to my second post-op waiting room thing, I was already, feeling good and kind of wobbly and shaky, but just feeling like I wanted to go home. And I was drinking more fluids, and my husband was with me, and I was like, can you look in there, because it hurts, not like a sore throat hurts, it hurts weird. And he took a picture. Oh, I should have pulled it up. Anyway, he took a picture of my throat, and there was just a little hole that they poked, and then my tonsil had a hole, and then my uvula, the little hangy ball thing, had a cut on it too. So it was extremely painful to swallow, and that sucked. That was probably the worst part of surgery. The doctor said that I had a marble-sized fibroid, not big at all, but it was completely or almost completely blocking my cervix. So I basically had a very aggressive IUD. That was stopping me from ever getting pregnant, which is a miracle that I even got pregnant. So that's good. I took Cytotec, 2 pills before surgery and 2 pills the day of surgery vaginally to ripen my cervix and dilate me. And the doctor was like, this is going to hurt, you know, it's going to be painful, and I don't want you to take any pain meds before surgery, so I'm really sorry, just take it right before you go to bed, and then hopefully you'll fall asleep before the pills go into effect. And I have insomnia, so I was awake for like an hour and a half after I put in the first 2 pills, and I felt like minor cramping, like just a little bit, like hints of cramps, and I was like, really, that's it? I can handle that. And then the next day I was like, okay, it's gonna get worse because I'm putting 2 more in there, and I bet the other pills haven't dissolved all the way, and blah blah blah. But I did that and didn't even notice it. It was nothing like period pain, so I was happy. And then, so I went in for surgery, got out, had the holes, and I had some light bleeding after the surgery, but I didn't even have the same odor as, like, a period does at all. It kind of smelled metallic. Sorry, that's my phone. Sorry. It smelled metallic, like an open wound. Like sometimes if you cut your mouth, you kind of taste the metallic flavor of your blood, the iron in your blood, and that's what it kind of smelled metallic-y. But then it's dissipated after a couple of days. I never soaked through a pad. Let's see, I haven't even had to really like change my pad because of blood at all. So that's good. I'm cycle day 12 right now, and in a couple of days on Thursday, I'll go in for my 1-week post-op appointment, and hopefully, he will tell us that we can try to conceive next cycle. He basically told us, this cycle, don't get pregnant. We want to make sure you're all healed. We want to do another hysteroscopy before you get pregnant next cycle. Sometimes he likes to push that back 2 cycles, but I'm really, really hoping that we can just try. And I'm thinking, I don't know if this is horrible or not, I'm just thinking that if I'm not bleeding, I'm probably healed. Why not try naturally this cycle? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, so, oh, and I took an OPK just before I started this video. Ooh, there we go. And it is not dark. So, not ovulating. Sorry about my cuticles are weird. Alright, ladies. Thank you guys for making videos because it's been such a great distraction for me not trying to conceive. It's been good. I've loved watching your pregnancy journeys and just all your updates. I love it. Alright, bye guys!